Hi everyone. Okay, so usual rules apply with D&D. Yeah, we will not really be responding much apart from like in intermissions and breaks. So feel free to comment along. We'll see it, but we won't be like stopping the session to reply all the time. Otherwise we'll be here all fucking night. Secondly, channel points are disabled. You can still earn channel points, but you cannot spend them. The only one available at the moment is Good Samaritan, and that is just to alert me or the mods if someone's being a prick in chat. And final one is alerts are on, but a stimulus chat will not be responding to them because I don't want to have to pause the session to do that constantly. So I swear to God, I'm not being rude. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't waste other people's time. Oh, okay, let's get to it.
Yep, that's an ADHD thing.
Hello.
Hang on, I have ADHD and it just makes me more nervous.
Some people
That's anxiety.
Pipes them.
I got both.
Hi, everybody.
The whole
Can we hear
cocktail.
ourselves?
I can hear us.
Oh shit, we're live.
Yeah, we are in fact live. Hey, everybody.
Oh,
Totally, we are. You jumped in the middle of a discussion about energy drinks and ADHD, Mauve.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
They massively overstim it and make it go like, woo!
yeah.
Oh,
Oh, whoa.
Look at that roll.
oh.
Who were you
That bodes
trying
well.
to punch?
Apparently nothing.
So,
it wouldn't have done damage anyway.
So welcome everybody. This is will be considered the second season of the Perils of the Second Age. We have some returning faces and some new faces, and we are going to go ahead and introduce everybody. I will start with myself, and then we will start with the old faces first, and then we'll introduce the new people. I am ThePaladinBelle, the DM for this particular campaign. I am crafting a homebrew version of J.R.R. Tolkien's Middle-earth. As Mauve probably already explained, this is a D&D stream, so we probably won't be paying too much attention to chat, but we will. And the other thing that I will say is that those of you who have played D&D before, I do house rule a lot of shit. So don't rules lawyer me, please. So I'm gonna let my players introduce themselves, starting with the wonderful host of this stream, Mauve. If you want to go first, please.
Hi, I'm Marv. I'm playing Heronland. You know her, you love her. She's mom of group that has split paths from her. She's on a
Mom
new
of
with a
D&D
whole new
group.
band.
I apologize that my dogs are going fucking nuts.
No,
This
it's
is
the
exciting.
sound effects. This is forest ambience.
Huffy, you are next.
I'm Miss Huffy. I play Eleanor in the previous campaign, and in this season 2, I am actually playing her daughter, Genevieve. That's it.
Alrighty. Sorry, I had to get up and close the door because my 200-pound pit bull decided to bust in my room.
He just wants to party.
Okay, so we're gonna start from left to right. So with this beautiful dwarven image here, if you want to introduce yourself, Lynx.
Well, yeah, I'm Lynx. I'm new. I'm playing a dwarf whose name is not written down on my notes. Celethany.
Do you want to know? You can tell as little or as much as you'd like about your character to start
okay.
now.
Very well. She's not very tall. I haven't decided how old she is. And she's very cheery, and she carries a big wooden stick.
Yeah, sticks.
Okay. Moving over to our resident robot, Paul.
Whoa. A robot? Is that all you know of me?
I mean, that's what you look like on your PNG, so that's what I called you.
Fair. I think I lost my train of thought because of that. I'm Paul. I'm playing Gavin Roseblood. Uh, you guys will probably recognize me from being with Mauve a lot lately, frequently. Hello.
I just wanna ask a question real quickly, Paul.
Is it
Is
your
it your
birthday?
birthday?
It is.
Happy
Happy
birthday!
fucking birthday,
Birthday.
Paul.
Happy birthday.
Thanks. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Oh my god, okay, I can't stop laughing.
Um,
But yeah, that's
Taken
it for
down in
me.
the minutes.
that's it. If that's it for you, then we're gonna move over to Maddie. Do you want to introduce yourself and your character?
Yeah. Hi, I am Maddie. I am playing a hobbit rogue named Emmy Underhill. And
Oh, that's your name?
yeah, that's what I'm going for. I picked one finally.
Yeah,
And
finally.
and that's all I'm gonna say right now.
We banged that out at like what, eight like 2 a.m. Like
Pretty much.
yeah, I called them like right after session 0. It was like, let's get this figured out.
It was much appreciated.
It was my pleasure to help. Okay, so um we are I'm going to pan us in and kind of set the scene. Uh so we kind of, an establishing shot brings us in through the forests of Lothlorien. Over the lands of Middle Earth, the eagles fly across the lands and pan us down through the canopy of the dense forest and into the large city-like structure inside of the 1 second, I gotta put my thing on do not disturb so I can keep getting notification. Inside of the forest, you see beautiful, like winding, almost street-like roots coming from these branches, or coming from the base of the trees. Elves moving here and there, and we come in to a small cart rumbling along the main street, like the main thoroughfare from what was Moria into Lothlorien. A old man in all brown with a large wooden stick mushing a like cadre of rabbits in front of him. Two of our intrepid adventurers in the back of this cart. If you want to go ahead and describe your characters, Lynx and Maddie, because this is Radagast the Brown.
You can go first.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
1, 2, 3, not it.
Not it.
Not it. No. No. Ah!
You know what your character looks like?
I'm still working on it.
Oh, it's lovely.
I can go first if you need a
I'm
second.
so sorry. Thank you.
The 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
not it was so fucking funny.
I love
All
moments
right.
like these.
Okay. So Lethany is a dwarf, obviously. A bearded, beautiful woman with flowers in her hair and a staff in her hand. She wears simple, earth-toned clothing and is very eager, always, about everything. I don't know. She's probably just hanging on for dear life, because I assume Radagast is not a very good driver.
Oh no, he's going like 80 miles an hour through the forests. It's going everywhere. Like if you've ever seen the scene in The Hobbit where he runs away from the orcs, it's like that.
Oh, on the sled?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, the sled one was when he was running from the spiders, I think.
No, it was both. But yes, like in the sled.
Just absolute pain. Oh my god,
yeah,
my throat.
it's y'all are having to hold on for dear life.
So yeah, that's her, I guess. She
Matt,
looks like how I drew her.
yes, absolutely. There is a wonderful, beautiful representation on the screen. Maddie, if you want to describe your character.
All right. Pretty much, Emmy is a relatively short. I mean, she's a hobbit. Kind of scrawny, scrappy-looking hobbit, and has mostly been living on her own, sort of a nomadic lifestyle and stuff like that. And kind of was looking to score like rob the carriage, and is kind of dumbfounded as to how she got herself into this situation right here.
Radagast is a wily, wily old man.
Radagast has given me a bag of something.
Carrots.
They're beans. It's a
Beans.
bag of beans.
I've got a bag
Mhm.
of dirt.
Okay. If you would like, Maddie, I can kind of give you some descriptors of what your character would look like. As you know, all hobbits have kind of some kind of similar descriptors.
I would very much appreciate that.
Your hair is curled, as is the hair on your feet. You typically wear greens and yellows. Yours are a little more tattered than most hobbits. You have leather armor that you've kind of crafted by yourself as you've lived in the woods for most of your life. You have a little bit of dirt on your cheeks as you've had to scrape by on what you could get, and you're alive. You have a lithe form, kind of compared to most hobbits who are kind of fat in the stomach. So while you're not the skinniest of people, but you are not as rotund as most hobbits.
I appreciate you so much right now.
No problem. As Radagast and the cart rumble into Lothlorien, we pan over to Heronlin, who is standing with the guards. Who is standing with the guard of the realm, kind of observing this crazy old man tear up the streets as he enters, and the rabbits come to a steady halt. Mauve, if you want to give us a description of what Heronlin looks like.
Finland is relatively kind of short for an elf. He's very, very like thin and agile though. He has piercing yellow eyes and a black bob cut. That's about it. Oh wait, no, I missed something. She's wearing bright red scale armor.
Yes, that is a very important for the story. Peeking around from the corner, probably having followed Heronland around quite a lot since Heronland arrived. Huffy, would you like to describe Genevieve?
I mean, if she's just poking around the corner, you see like a ginger puffball just kind of at the edge of like vision. She's got like big circle glasses, and she's a little too short to be human and a little too tall to be a halfling. That's about it. She looks like a dork.
Okay, and panning kind of away from that to the chambers of Galadriel, stands a man, tall and you know what? I'm not going to describe him for you. I'm going to let Paul go ahead. Paul, what does Gavin look like?
Gavin looks like an individual that you wouldn't find too out of place on a farm, but definitely is packing that muscle that comes with rigorous training and just kind of a why am I here vibe, but like I don't know why I'm here, but I guess I'll be here and do my best. Kind of like a feeling like he shouldn't have his position as he does for some reason or another.
So Gavin's got a little bit of imposter syndrome going.
Yeah. Yeah, just a smidge, but like, still do kind of that whole. I don't see anybody else doing this right now, so even though I don't think I should be here, I'm gonna do the things I need doing.
Wonderful. So, Gavin, you were actually given a letter to deliver to the Lady Galadriel. And as you presented the letter to her, she would kind of go over it, kind of looking through the script, as it was sent by the king of your nation, Arnor, Elendil. She looks over it, and what is normally a calm yet cheery demeanor sinks to a lower, more pensive face to herself. Standing next to her is a tall a tall man in gray robes, a tall blue hat, and a long gray beard that hangs down about to his knees. Gandalf the Grey
Ugh.
stands next to Galadriel and will lean in and go, "My lady, Radagast has arrived." And she will nod and go, "Gavin, if you could bring Radagast and the others he brings with him to me, as well as Harrenland, I would appreciate it very greatly. They are at the gates of Lothlorien."
Ah, certainly, certainly. Let me just get out of your hair and accomplish that then.
She will nod to you and in silent thanks.
And then I just trapeze off to find Radigan. What does Radigan look like again?
Radagast the Brown
Radagast.
is he looks kind of similar to Gandalf in that he is a wizard, so he's wearing robes.
And the
But
hat.
his hat's a little different. His hat is instead of being tall and pointed, it is a almost bird's nest, as he does like to keep birds in his matted brown hair. Radagast is the keeper of the forests, other than the old forest near Hobbiton. Um, Radagast is a tall individual. He carries a knotted brown staff, and he is indeed, if you exit the throne chambers of Lady Galadriel, a long bridge-like path takes you pretty much directly to the gates. For you have to pass through the throne room of Galadriel to go anywhere else in her realm. And walking out to this, you do see the rest of the party kind of standing together. Radagast will step off of his cart and kind of walk up to Harrenland and go, "I need water for the rabbits," and he'll point directly at this like large cadre of rabbits that were pulling his cart that all look absolutely exhausted. They're like big jackrabbits, and they've probably been running for like hours now.
Oh boy. Okay,
They all
I've
are.
got like a little stuff.
Mhm.
How much do they need?
There's about 10 of them, and they probably need a good bit of water. You do know that there is a spring that is used for like the horses. But and that's probably where you should take the rabbits. But to do that, you'll have to go through Galadriel's chamber with a bunch of likely scared rabbits.
Okay, I'm gonna pull off my cloak and like bundle the rabbits up gently, give them lots of like a soft warm thing. And as I walk through the chamber, I'm just giving Gandalf daggers the entire time, holding the rabbits in clear sight of him, just like, guess what, motherfucker?
And Gandalf will just kind of glare back at you as he has a clear animosity with you as well. But Lady Galadriel will hold her hand up and go, "Harrenland, hold. I did send the man," and she'll point to Gavin. "I sent him after you, but obviously you've been given a task. If you could pass that off to one of the other elves, I need you and the rest of Radagast's party, and if you could retrieve Genevieve for me. I have a task."
Right away, my queen. He's gonna
Thank
like
you.
hand over.
You see
Maintaining contact,
a
eye contact with Gandalf. I'm just gonna hand over the rabbits to someone else.
you see a taller elf, Huldir, the son of Galadriel, will take the rabbits, like petting them, and he will very gently take them down to the pools for them to have a bath and be rehydrated.
I
Yay!
don't think rabbits are supposed to bathe, actually.
They get moldy.
See, I didn't know that.
Bunny
Moldy?
bath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
moldy.
It's more just so they can like jump around and play in the grove and drink if they wish. They
Rabbits
can.
do that.
Yeah.
They do like to go up to anything that is wet and try and drink from it.
Towel.
So if we come downstairs and find rabbits like trying to drink from stone rather than the water that they're stood in, just it's normal. It's normal.
Okay. So, uh, the guard will kind of all give each other a look like oh no, these people again, kind of talking about Heronland and Genevieve, who Genevieve likely having talked the guard's ears off as she grew up in Lothlorien.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to Genevieve and pick her up and put her on my back.
Oh,
Piggyback
Hi, you're
time.
strong. okay.
I mean, yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. It's okay. Move along.
Genevieve just totally accepting the piggyback ride.
Yeah.
Radagast will gesture for Emmy, and don't tell me. I totally have this pulled up. Absolutely. And Selethany to follow him.
So Lethany.
She will do so.
And he'll kind of look at at Gavin and go, "You can follow too," as he just kind of very briskly, like the rabbits were running, and now he's not running, but he is walking at a pace no old man likely should ever
Wait. I
run.
was
No
just
old man
met
should
after
ever.
this man, and now he's telling me to follow him. Like,
Oh yeah, no.
Fucking-
Radagast is a frustrating individual, and he does that. He is that way on purpose. He
That's
does
just
not
how he
like,
works.
he does not generally like. He much prefers nature.
well, that's just plain rude.
Yes, I've been called worse. Come on. And as he gets in, Heronland, you see Radagast and Gandalf lock eyes, and it's like JoJo and Dio.
Oh, you're approaching me?
Yeah, basically.
I stand behind
Selethany-
Radagast like his stand and also lock eyes with Gandalf.
Oh yeah, absolutely you can. Just
Perfect.
trying to look as intimidating as possible.
Okay.
Before
Selethany, no. Selethany's gonna go up and like bow to Gandalf to be polite.
Oh, hello, dear young lady.
It's a pleasure
what-
to see you again.
It is my pleasure as well. How have you been?
Quite well, actually.
Oh, wonderful. How is the crazy old bastard that you work?
He's just as fine as usual.
I see. You've been keeping him from the mushrooms, haven't you? He tends to do quite a lot of those.
Well, I've decided it's really not my responsibility, so
Oh, wonderful. So that means he is probably out of his mind at the moment. Great. All
Possibly.
right. Wonderful. Who's the other one you've brought with you? And he will gesture to Emmy.
All right, I kind of shuffle forward and I go, Emmy, at your service, I guess.
He will smile like a very like warm smile, and Gandalf goes, "Ah, another hobbit. Fantastic."
Okay.
As hobbits are kind of Gandalf's favorite people.
Oh, let's go.
Is there short?
It's because they live more simple lives, and Gandalf's life is complicated. And
It's because
when he-
Gandalf likes weed.
Yeah.
It is also
Gandalf
because
really,
Gandalf
really
likes
loves this
weed.
pipe weed.
Yeah. Gandalf will actually offer Emmy a he'll kind of nudge her and go, "Have you been to the Shire lately, by chance?"
Uh, not recently, no. Not as often as I'd like.
Do you have a pipe about you?
I kind of ruffle through my pack for anything come up short. No, I'm sorry.
He will offer you a dragon bone pipe and a satchel of old Toby, which is what you, to your understanding, the dankest of all pipe weed that is produced in South Farthing, which is
Got the good kush.
it's the best kush.
It's
All
the
right, you know what?
dollar store. How good can it be?
I am so down.
Only a model.
And he just like pats your head and smiles as Galadriel rolls her eyes as hard as she can.
She doesn't get it.
No, she absolutely doesn't get it. But she is very, very happy that Gandalf has found a kindred spirit, as most of the time he's spent here, he has just been up her ass because he has nothing else to do.
Clearly not in a fun way.
Uh, the way it's written in the books, you never know. Galadriel was given an arranged marriage, and she did not like her husband, so you never know.
Hmm.
So she kind of like will raise her hand and gesture for all of you to gather round and await each of you to kind of approach. Do you is the question.
Oh yeah.
Does mhm.
Oh, I probably stay a little tiny bit back.
Wonderful. Does Genevieve get off of Heronland's back?
Yeah, to go greet Galadriel.
Wonderful. Galadriel will step from her throne and like jostle Genevieve's hair and walk forward
Yes.
and gently like put her hand on Emmy's shoulder just to kind of nudge her toward the rest of the party. I have gathered each of you here for a very specific purpose. Heronland, do you remember a few months back when you brought a corrupted Silmaril to the lands of Elrond and his people in Rivendell?
Yeah, the thing that spoke to me and that I've been having nightmares about ever since.
Yes.
Yep.
Another has been found.
Oh, wonderful!
There is an artifact to the south in the Fangorn forest, deep in a ruin that was overtaken by the ants. I need each of you to travel with one another and journey into the crypt to retrieve the Silmaril so that we may destroy it or purify it if possible. This mission is dangerous. I will not lie to you. The servants of Sauron, this very moment, move toward the Silmaril as I gather my own troops, you, to approach it. Though I will give you items to um, combat these wraiths. Each of you, and she will gesture, and a elf will come out with a case, and he'll open it, and the inside are um, 5 cold iron daggers. Each of you will be given a dagger uh, made in the lands of Westerness, uh, in the land of Arnor, to help you in combating these monstrosities sent at us by the Dark Lord. Should you um, be stabbed by their fell weapons, you will slowly pass into the Wraith world if you do not have appropriate medicine given to you. And she'll open another chest, and inside are a single-use potion of let me check the spell again. Um, cure disease. And that is the she'll kind of gesture to it, and she will go, these are sacred panaceas to help you fend off the wraith poisoning. I would not ask you this if I thought you could not handle this mission, and I will ask if any of you wish to not participate, you let me know now. And she will kind of quiet so you may speak.
I'm
Whereabouts?
Oop.
Whereabouts were you saying where we're going?
You will be going to the forest of Fangorn to the south.
Gotcha.
oh
Sorry about that, Heronland.
spiders. I'm fine coming along for this. It's just, have you heard anything from the others?
Yes, Heronland, I have indeed. Eleanor, Genevieve's mother, has been sending us letters from the south. They've been setting up defenses for Rohan and their own town, Allendale, that they have set up. They apparently captured a werewolf just recently. Charlene has started dating the werewolf,
Oh, they
and
grow up so fast.
Gandalf will just very clearly like heavy face calm. Of course he is.
I'm gonna walk straight up to Gandalf, like straight up to him and just be like, do not talk about my son that way. Charlie, you can date a werewolf if he wants. I saw him windmill an entire fucking army of orcs with his fists.
That is a good point. It's just werewolves are typically servants of the Dark Lord, so it's worrying is all.
I trust him, it's fine. So, Galadriel, my queen, you're saying they're all okay.
They are currently all doing well. Um,
Oh, okay, good.
your friend the bard, I believe Ferlin was his name, has recently taken up the path of paladin.
That's surprising.
Yes, it was very surprising to me as well.
He's dropped the lust for the stage.
No, no, goodness no. Just also picking up a lust for not dying in combat.
You know, that sounds like him. Plus, I imagine that next time I meet him, he'll have plenty of holy magics to do light shows with.
Oh yes, yes, that is that and his new, I believe he called it the horny chariot, pulled by the war goats you left Bree with.
Oh my god, I miss them. Okay, I'm glad they're okay and still being my lovely little chaos children.
Yes, they absolutely are. Um, what of the rest of you? Should you accept, please come take a dagger. Then she will present the box to you.
Genevieve will take a dagger.
Aaronlyn will take a dagger. Also, quick aside, what stats are these? Is it just dagger or dagger plus one?
It should be in D&D Beyond. There should be an item called Cold Iron Dagger. And if it's not, I will add it.
There is not.
Okay, cool. I will add it then. It's just it's a standard dagger damage, but it allows you to hit non-corporeal entities like wraiths.
Ooh.
That is what Cold Iron does.
Emmy will take a dagger.
A brave one, I see. Quiet,
Yeah.
but brave.
Beats what I was doing before this.
I see.
So Lethany will also take a dagger. And she's just very respectful and quiet and a little awkward about it the whole time. Not sure how to act around this very fancy elf lady.
Almost a living god
Yeah.
is Galadriel. And she will as Selethany takes a dagger, being that and something that is not really addressed a lot by Galadriel, people who talk about Galadriel. She can read people's thoughts
Oh.
and speak into your mind. So she will very gently cup Selethany's face and will say into Selethany's mind, "Fear not, child. It will be okay. I promise. You do not have to be so formal around me." And she doesn't say this out loud. She is speaking directly into your mind.
Oh. Still, even after that, she says, "Your guests are well received, Your Radiance, Your Eminence."
She will lean in and kiss your forehead and go, "Galadriel, thank you."
Oh, all right. Sure.
And what
She
of
quietly
you?
goes back to where she was.
And she'll kind of look over to Gavin. And what of you, Sir Gavin? Will you join my troop of adventurers?
Well, I guess this is what's happening now. Certainly. What? I, you're sure you have the right people?
I do indeed. I am, in fact, sure.
All right, then.
I see in you more potential than you may see in yourself.
Understood. I guess I'll go along.
You, especially, would have, you and I suppose Harrenland as well, are the only two, from my knowledge, that have experience fighting the wraiths of the kingdom of Angmar. If you will remember the war you did serve in.
Certainly, but I wasn't quite expecting this, so.
Well, I called you here and the others, as I know, probably more than you know yourselves, that you will do extraordinary things.
Well, guess we should get a move on then.
I'm gonna,
And I'm
and-
put my hand
yeah.
on Gavin's shoulder and just say, "Don't worry, succeeded with worse. Last time we had a musician who was a musician and a hyperactive monk who never stayed still for more than 2 seconds, and we still managed to win the day. So you'll do fine. You actually have combat experience."
This alarms me greatly. What have you gotten people into, madam?
I did nothing. Turns around and stares directly at Gandalf again.
Gandalf is just like twiddling his thumbs and looking into the distance and whistling innocently. Like he did. He doesn't know what you're talking about or what you're staring at. He did nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay.
Um, and I'm assuming Gavin will also take a dagger.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So I will add those into your inventory. Just currently, all you should do is just add a dagger into your inventory. I'll go in and edit it later to put the cold iron status effect on it. But just know if you are encountered with an incorporeal entity, such as a wraith, a ghost, a wight, whatever, you can stab them with the dagger.
What does what's cold iron mean again?
Cold
Is it like
iron,
iron
it's
and pulled and then just hammered into shape, or what? Like
cold
what?
iron. Cold iron in this universe specifically is a when you touch it, it is cold to the touch, like all the time. You could stick it in a fire, pull it out, and touch it, and it's still cold.
Hmm.
It is magic. It's kind of magically enchanted, where it can, um, where it can affect. It never can heat, as it is partially in the wraith world.
Hmm.
I don't know what it is in real life. I
Think of
know
it
that
kind
it
of
is a
like
thing.
a
But
spectral iron.
yeah, kind of.
Gotcha.
Ghosty.
Ghosty toasty.
Ghosty toasty.
Yes. So the lady will nod and offer the panaceas. Is one for each of you. Basically, this is just a potion of cure disease. I do believe that should be in D&D Beyond. If you want to add that in your
I
inventory.
did not see it, so I'm adding it manually.
Okay, cool.
Since it doesn't have stats, I have to add.
Yeah, it doesn't have stats. It's just one cast of the spell cure disease.
If in danger of becoming Wraith, break glass.
Yeah, break glass and just slather it all over. Or inversely, you could also chug it.
Can we just like throw cure disease at the wraiths?
No,
Would
because
that work?
no, because
No.
after they have already become a wraith, it does not work.
Shame.
Too far gone.
Yes.
That'd probably be more of a cure curse kind of deal.
Yeah, that would be remove curse.
Also, aren't they dead?
They are dead. They are technically
Cure
undead.
undead.
They
That
are
is not a
technically
spell, but-
undead. Yeah.
I do have remove curse. I could try. I don't know if it'd work.
And then they
They
would just
were-
be dead.
Yeah, then they'd just be corpses.
Regan.
That sounds like a solution, not a problem.
We have the solution.
So,
My queen,
yes.
you said to either retrieve or destroy the corrupted Silmaril.
Silmaril, yes.
Yeah. Do we have a few crafted tools we can use to destroy it if needs be?
I have indeed. And she will bring out a actually, Heronland, you would recognize the thing that she brings out, and
Oh.
she will gesture to a sword. It is long with a black blade and blackened sheath. This is a sword crafted in Gondolin. One second, I have to get the name.
Is this the sword that is this the sword that Eleanor like cured of having a curse on it?
You didn't cure it, but you made it. You did make it fuck itself, basically. That is a.
Oh.
That is a. Yeah.
Yeah, you made it
Uh,
like stop talking to me.
Yeah.
Let's chatty
Anglical.
now.
Anglical. It is a. It was forged by Ithol the Dark Elf from Meteorite, and it is a cursed sword. Though the Lady Galadriel will present a band. It is a wristband made of pure silver. While wearing this band, you may wield the sword Anglical, and it will allow you to use the sword to destroy the Silmaril without becoming cursed, and it will destroy the sword. Two birds, one stone.
So it doesn't talk anymore?
While you're wearing the wristband, it doesn't.
Okay, should I wield it or should someone else, considering how the effect it had on me previously?
I would suggest that you allow one of your companions to wield it, as it almost drove you insane.
I'm good with that, thank you, good. Remove the responsibility from my shoulders. Good. I'm out, thank you.
Who would like the cursed longsword?
Guess I'll take it since I seem to be the one with the martial training.
Okay.
I don't even think I could pick it up.
Yeah, I also don't know if I can even wield a sword.
I think I can, but I don't want it.
I believe druids can wield scimitars, but not.
Yeah, I think that's the only one.
But not longsword.
And sickles.
Yes, and sickles. And maybe short swords? Maybe?
Don't know.
They're simple weapons, so maybe.
I don't believe short swords are simple weapons in this system.
Yeah, only scimitar, sickle, spear, warhammer, and a few others, but no other swordy things.
Wonderful.
A mace.
Yeah, so Paul, you are presented with Englakel. This is a +4 longsword, but it is also cursed.
I'm going to
You know that
take the bracelet and clasp it on Gavin's arm and look him dead in the eye and say, if you hear voices at all at any point, you tell me.
Oh, good. Okay, so this isn't a marriage thing.
No.
this
This is a I've been with that sword before. It has a way with words that makes you want to do great bad things.
kill your companions.
Mm-hmm. And also, you might see giant flaming eyeballs occasionally. If that happens, just scream. I know what you mean.
Yeah, just shoot yourself.
Yeah,
Scream and shoot yourself.
scream, piss, and shit yourself a little. Maybe come a little, you know.
I love this
Oh,
party.
what group is it that I'm a part of?
Uh,
I forget their
you
name
are
all the time.
you are part of the Guardians of Arnor. You know that your king Elendil wields a sword that was forged in Gondolin as well.
Well, let me assure you, Guardians don't shit themselves. I might scream, but that's relatively different. Nightmares suck.
It is true.
And this sword will, if you are not wearing that bracelet, produce a lot of them, even while
Yeah.
you're awake.
Ah,
What I'm saying is never remove that bracelet ever. And if you do start to hear anything, even while you've got the bracelet on, or see anything, please let me know.
understood.
And
And-
Galadriel will actually kind of lean in as Heronlin says this. The more you use the sword, the weaker the bracelet's magic will become. So, I would suggest using it sparingly, if at all, other than to destroy the Silmaril.
I like my spear. If
Wonderful.
you had a spare cold iron spearhead, that'd be nice. But I don't suppose you have one of those.
She'll tip her head and hold her hand out and go, "May I have your dagger back?"
I'm going
Certainly.
to jump in and hand her my dagger and just, very quickly show on my waist the cold iron scimitar I have. I don't need the dagger, my queen. Take mine.
You need the dagger as it is a sign of accepting the quest. I am giving your friend here a different form of identification, essentially.
Never mind. Sorry.
And she
Sorry.
will turn and put the dagger between her two hands and slowly close her hands as if the dagger was going to stab through them. But the dagger disappears. She turns her hands and opens them, and in her hand, sitting perfectly, is a cold iron spearhead.
Nice.
May I have your spear?
I clumsily attempt to hand her my spear because I don't know how big this room is.
The room is 30 foot tall by 80
Okay.
foot wide. You've got room.
I was imagining a smaller cozy.
No, you've got
Okay.
this is a giant tree-shaped throne.
Yeah, we're in Lothlorien, right?
Yes, you are in Lothlorien.
Everything's huge here.
Yeah,
Okay,
everything's
cool.
gigantic here.
Took
Yeah.
place inside of a small cardboard box.
Yeah. Could have. I
And
don't know.
she will take it and she will tap her finger on the screw that holds your spearhead in, which normally it would take two smiths at the same time to unscrew this thing, but she taps her finger on it twice and it just falls out.
Mm.
She will slip your spearhead off, present it to you, which is your standard steel spearhead. Slip the cold iron one on, grab the screw, tap it twice, and it will screw itself back in. and she will hand you now a cold iron spear.
Nice.
So now your
Okay.
spear does the damage, can damage incorporeal objects.
I feel more confident in this mission as we go on with this. We can do something.
You will be provided ponies as well, so you will not be going to Fangorn on foot. Though we do ask that once you reach the edge of Fangorn Forest, you leave the ponies at the edge. They will find their way home, back to our dear friend Bjorn.
A holy undergrowth wouldn't really be good for their ankles.
That
It's a
and
dense forest.
Bjorn is a giant bear who will eat you if you don't return his body.
Ah,
I want to make a giant bear friend.
Next time, sweetie,
Maybe when
next
you
time.
return. Maybe when you return.
Okay.
And she will gesture for you to head out of the throne room as she, Radagast, and Gandalf seem to be arguing over the confidence in the mission.
oh boy.
Classic.
We got this. Not in character.
Nothing
Was that said.
So Lethany's gonna give Radagast a look on her way out. Like, behave.
He'll just be like, I'm fine, go on. Fuck you, Gandalf.
Can I like walk backwards out of the room doing like the elvish equivalent for like flipping the bird? Like Gandalf?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Thank you.
You absolutely can. It's the two fingers. The
So
very British fuck you. That's the Elven equivalent. As you exit, you see Hundir, the son of Galadriel, kind of petting the rabbits and taking care of them next to a large stable as Lord of all horses, Shadowfax, is being cared for by the king of Lothlorien and the arranged husband of Galadriel, Celeborn. And he
What
will.
is Genevieve's knowledge of Celeborn? Or how has he acted so far?
He is a kind man. He's generally quiet when Gandalf is around. He stays kind of away from Gandalf a lot as he has issues with the old wizard.
He
Got a
doesn't like
fear of
being
wizards.
cuffed.
Yeah, that would be why. He does not. I was trying to dance around that word, but yes.
Oh,
It's okay. I believe that we're far enough in that Twitch isn't gonna pick it up. So,
Yeah.
Fingers
but yeah,
crossed.
yeah, fingers crossed. We don't want to get Mav banned off the platform. But yeah, so he's not the biggest fan of Gandalf and Galadriel's extracurriculars. But he is a nice enough man.
Okay, cool.
He likes horses a lot. Like he is, he takes care of the ponies and the horses, and he like is the one that leads them in and out of the forest, stuff like that.
Got you. Genevieve will kind of just approach and say, "Hey, is Pumpkin available?"
He will smile and nod and go, "Yes, please, go retrieve your horse."
Wonderful. And she will kind of head off to find her horse wherever that is. That
He's
was kind
just
of her
he's
hoping
like
to get him to bring
he's
her.
he's 3 stables in. It's his personal stable. Pumpkin doesn't really go anywhere without Genevieve, so Genevieve would kind of know where he is.
Wonderful.
And Heronland, you notice when you look at Pumpkin, he is like Genevieve, being very strikingly resembling Eleanor. This horse is very strikingly resembling Alan, Eleanor's horse.
Is Pumpkin related to
Yeah,
I've
Pumpkin
forgotten
is
Eleanor's horse's
Alan's
name?
Alan is Pumpkin's father.
Oh,
I named him Pumpkin.
I like Pumpkin better than Alan.
Yeah.
Hey Celeborn,
Well, Alan is a nickname.
can I have Shadowfax? It really piss off Gandalf.
The
While-
Lord of Horses.
while I would enjoy giving you Shadowfax just to make him angry, Lord Elrond is coming to retrieve him for a mission, so I unfortunately cannot lend him out.
Next time.
However, what I can do, and he'll lead out a brown pony with like a blonde mane. This is Gandalf's pony that he's taking instead of
Perfect.
Shadowfax. His name is Bill. Treat him well.
Hey, Bill, I'm your
No.
new owner.
No, no, no. I
Oh,
must
no.
insist that you don't do that.
Oh, no,
Don't
don't worry,
force
fine.
desire.
Celeborn will put his hand on Sleipnes and go, I am the king of Lothlorien. She's
Oh.
taking the pony.
I didn't recognize you at first, Your Majesty. My apologies.
And he'll like hold up his hand very subtly to high five Heronlin.
I go for it. Yeah.
Thank you for your concern, however. I appreciate it, Child of Stone.
I do my best.
And he will actually, for you and for you specifically, he brings out a war goat from Moria. This is a war goat bred in Moria. I believe he will be to a greater convenience to you and your stature.
It's very much appreciated. I'll take very good care of him. So does he have a name?
He has yet to be named.
All right. What?
You may name him.
Well, actually, I think I have a thing I can do. Hold on.
Pulls out the extensive notes on dwarven naming conventions.
I figured
No.
we were just gonna do and speak with animals, honestly.
I mean,
Exactly.
you absolutely can. That is a thing you are allowed to do.
That is
While
what I'm
you
doing.
Oh,
prepare
actually-
that,
Before even worrying about that spell, I can just talk to animals. Would you like that? Would you like help with that?
I mean, if you want, but I can cast it through my magic staff.
Will
Yeah,
it
it's
cost you a spell slot?
Let the dwarf do
nope,
magic.
it is,
Alright, cool,
it
you're
is
good.
free.
Cool, cool. That's the only thing I was concerned about. I was like, I can save you a slot if you want.
No, let me find it.
This
Yeah,
is
speak
why
with
I-
animals is 1 charge.
Okay, you can expend 1 charge on your staff to speak with your war goat.
Okay. I would like to do so.
The war goat will kind of look up at you and then look at Celeborn and go, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here! They don't have anything to eat. That's good. I've eaten
Oh.
nothing but green for 3 weeks. I need
Goodness.
meat."
Beat! Alright, I hear ya. We'll get you
That is-
something better to eat as soon as possible.
That is in fact pretty much all the war goats are fed in Moria is like jerky and meats. There are very beefy goats. They're used to like pulling war machines.
And now they're surrounded by vegan elves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do I have any, like, jerky in my bag?
Oh yeah, you would absolutely have like a full thing of like dwarven rations that is just like
Okay.
jerky and like really well cooked like bacons and stuff like that.
Mhm. Okay, I'll pull some out for him. And just
Uh,
pet him and be like, here you go.
You are my new best friend, he will say as he munches on the
Well,
jerky.
that makes me happy. And I'd like you to be my new best friend. Do you have a name?
My name is I was named after my previous owner. His name was Balin of Erebor.
Oh,
Fine.
shit.
Name
Sorry,
this
I
one
can't
Walla.
hear this. I should say no shit.
Balin. That's a fine name for a hefty wargoat such as yourself.
He will smile very happily. His horns like stay like kind of straightening a little as he gets very like proud of himself that he's been complimented. It's been a long time since I've had a proper dwarf ride on me, so I will do you justice. I promise.
Well, I am just pleased as punch to hear that. And, you look to be in excellent health. I hope that everything goes well and we have a lovely journey together.
I hope that as well. And he will
Alright.
kind of stick by your side, and Celeborn will look to the hobbit of your group. Would you prefer a goat or a pony, or I believe I have a dwarf, a halfling mastiff. You might be able to ride as well.
I'm sorry, you said mastiff?
Yes,
Dog?
or it's a large dog.
Yeah, give me that.
He will walk back into the stable and bring out a large, like almost as big as the war goat, muscular like hound dog. As it like pads out, it's got a beautiful like very clearly halfling made saddle. And it is like he is well bred, in great health, and he's just got a massive head.
Oh, this is perfect. Thank you. Does he have a name?
And this one also has no name, from what I understand.
I can find out. Well, the effect is still active with my spell.
That is true. You can ask him his name.
Yeah, could you?
All right. Hello.
Elvis.
Yeah, you're a rough-looking, strong-looking little black man. Little man. What's your name?
My name is Bane.
Bane. That's a very strong name.
I was bred by Old Man Maggot in the East Farthings to protect his lands, but I was given as a gift to the White Council to protect these lands, though I do nothing but guard these horses. And the yappy one, he'll look dead at Genevieve.
Genevieve can hear and understand all of this and is going to grin back.
Well, now we're gonna go on a proper journey, have a big run, go really fast. Be lots of fun.
Oh, going fast. I like the sound of that.
Yeah,
That's
and we're
gotta
going
go
to a
fast.
forest with lots of sticks.
Oh yeah, I'm totally down for this. Where are we going? You see his tail is just beating back and forth as fast as ever.
Oh, I love
His
this
name
guy.
is Bane. He's very excited.
Oh, well, hello, Bane. And I
He will trot up to you as soon as you say his name and like nuzzle into you. And Celethany will hear, I haven't seen a halfling in months.
Can I give him like a little scritch behind the ears?
Oh, absolutely. And his foot will just start going thump, 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 thump.
I think he
I think
likes
we're going to
you.
get along well.
Yeah,
And
that's so cute.
Celeborn will look over and go, and you, Sir Gavin, your horse that you brought from Arnor is still in the stable. And you did bring a horse with you, Gavin. It was a Arnorian draft horse. You can name him if you'd like, or they can find out what his name that he himself has. But it's up to you whether you'd like to learn your horse's name or not. True name.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, yeah.
So you see Celeborn kind of bring out this large nut brown horse, with like a beautifully braided mane and armor draped along his sides.
Yeah. That's my horse. Didn't know they had names. But that's
Yeah.
my horse.
Gotta find out.
Certainly.
All right.
Feel free.
And he kind of trots up and will nod to Gavin, just like knowingly that he is needed again.
Well, don't you seem like the responsible sort? You're so strong and tall, and your
He
mane
will-
is so lustrous.
He will shift his attention from Gavin, just incredibly surprised, to the dwarf as he just like, if a horse could smile. Why,
She's
thank
gonna like
you.
pat him.
Why,
Your
thank
rider there was inquiring after your name. I assume he calls you something else, but
My true name is Vigo.
Vigo.
Yes,
Good for a strong, fast horse.
that was the name given to me by my mother when I was but just a young one.
I'll have him honor that then.
Thank you.
His
I
name
am-
is Vigo.
He is my charge, so I am meant to protect that man. And I
Of
will.
course. I'm sure you do your duty with utmost honor.
And he will like stand a little taller. All of your animal companions that you're getting seem to be very, very happy with this just a kind of showering of affection.
Ah, so Vigo. Understood.
Right?
Ah, can you ask him a question for me?
Of course.
How has his rations been faring him? I can't speak with horses, obviously, so I feel like maybe it was not the best, but not the worst. And being soldiers that we are, you know,
Let him know that A, I can understand him, even though he may not
course.
understand me. And B, I can eat the grass of the battlefields in which we trod, so my food is fine.
I'm sure it is fine, but is there anything you'd prefer? Do you have a
He just
favorite?
he like looks back, and you see like a half-eaten barrel of apples that Celeborn is like, "What happened? I
Oh,
may have eaten my fill while I was here."
you know what? I feel like you probably deserved it.
I believe I did too.
So, Gavin, was it?
yes, yeah.
He can understand you just fine. Real intelligent creature here. And he he says that he's fine eating anything, but he seems to have a bit of a weak spot for apples.
Oh, all right. We can pick some more up before we leave.
Of course we can. And she just goes up and like scritches his chin and stuff.
He he will like shiver a little bit under his armor and like give like very proud, like he stands a little prouder. He's very happy with this.
Right, I'll leave it to him. I've got to tend to my new goat mount.
Now, please remember your mount's names, because I will not.
I have taken notes.
Pumpkin is nice and easy to remember.
Yeah, Pumpkin I will remember, and Vigo I will remember, and likely Ballin, but the rest of them probably not.
Nice choice on Vigo, by the way. I perceive you with that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Huh?
The actor Viggo Mortensen played
Aragorn.
Aragorn in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And he was a
Yeah.
horse guy.
Yep, and he was, yeah.
He was a big horse guy.
Yeah.
I did not perceive that joke, but thank you for informing me of it.
Like he bought, I think, his horse and someone else's horse for them after Lord of the Rings.
Orlando Bloom's horse. The
Yeah.
ones that they
Remember
used all through Rivendell, or not Rivendell, Rohan. He bought those horses.
Oh,
That's so cool.
That is cool.
every time I learn little bits of like behind the scenes things about Vigo, I'm just like, what a fucking cool guy.
He's just such a great man.
Viggo Mortensen was approached to be in The Hobbit when they did the like live action trilogy, much like Legolas was, and he went no because Aragorn wasn't in The Hobbit.
No, he wasn't.
Goddamn right. Fuck you, Orlando
He-
Bloom. I'm saying it here right now.
I mean, it does kind of make sense because Mirkwood was a big thing.
and you know that Thranduil is Legolas's father. Also,
still.
Mirkwood was they were in Mirkwood for all of half a chapter.
Yeah.
Plus, it also meant that we got that ridiculous scene where CGI, PS2 graphics CGI Legolas jumped from plank to plank of a falling bridge.
Oh my god, don't remind me.
Yeah.
That trilogy makes me angry.
Makes me feel
Yeah.
things.
The only thing I
They're
can
not
always
good
remember from that
things.
trilogy is just the, why does it hurt so much?
Because it was
Because
real. Yes. Yes.
I'm just like, that's the Hobbit series, summarize the Hobbit film series.
Wonderful.
Anyway, sorry.
So now that we've gone on this tangent and we have your, don't apologize. That was wonderful. And we have your mounts set up. Celeborn will gesture to all of you and go, "Do you have torches?"
Do we?
Uh,
I think it
Quite
comes
a few.
standard with most adventuring kits. I think most of us have
Yeah.
torches.
I
yeah.
have 10. Is that not enough?
It is, and I do not say this for the dark. You will not, for you likely will not need them within the caverns you go into.
Worrisome.
I will warn you this for the forest. Fangorn of late has been infested with the children of the Ungoloth, the giant spiders.
I'm okay. Fine. I'm just taking myself a little bit. Carry on.
Just remember to keep fire handy.
I wouldn't want to hurt Fangorn.
I know the woods well. You won't hurt the forest.
The trees will forgive in the case of burning spiderweb.
Any news from the spiders themselves?
Without
Have I privately gotten any news from the spiders?
yes, you have, and
Cool,
that
cool. You
this
can feel
is.
free to DM that to me if you
Yep,
like.
I will. I will do that. I don't want to give too much away about your character just yet.
As if you hadn't already said it in the session 0.
Yeah, I'm saying for the people at home.
Fair
Well,
enough.
I was going to
For
say,
chat.
since we've all got our mounts and we're about to set off on our venture, should we take a short snack and drink and toilet break there?
Yes,
And
we
you can
absolutely can
DM
do that.
Huffy the news and stuff in the meanwhile.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. We can take a short break while we grab snacks and things.
Intermission.
Oh,
Yes.
this is
Yeah.
unfortunate. I'm the only one who can't speak to my mount.
I can speak to your mount. It's okay.
I can't speak to mine either. I'm just doing this to fuck off Gandalf. Like I
I
hate
can
him.
cast Speak with Animals 10 times a day through my staff.
And that
I
can be
know it at
targeted
will.
at
Because that would
any
be
of these.
wasteful, but
I know it that well, actually.
awesome.
Okay, everyone, back in 5.
Woo!
Welcome
Oh.
back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Hello.
So now that we have returned, and I have stopped them from stalling.
Not stalling. We're
you weren't
discussing the
stalling.
intricacies of Iron Brew and its weird fucking marketing.
Uh-huh.
It was a
And
very
it's very
important
important.
Soda
conversation.
talk.
Absolutely. You totally weren't buying time for not dying. Absolutely.
I don't fear you.
I actually saw through a trap.
You should.
I don't.
Huffy often breaks my games. So I know why she doesn't fear me, but the
Genevieve
rest
is gonna
of you
kick your ass.
So, as you all begin to set out toward Fangorn, it is a 2-day ride through 1 day through the forest of Lothlorien, and then through the Gap of Rohan, south.
Isn't
Kisses
tight.
tight. Those are adorable.
I
They
will
were
fight.
adorable.
I will fight.
They're so tiny.
They're so cute.
I will fight all of you.
Good, you won't win.
Anyway, changing the subject from my tiny sneezes.
Mhm.
Your adorable sneezes, yes.
Your little tiny
Paul,
baby, little,
I will fight you.
little baby
Your
sneezy.
precious little mouse
Will you
sneezes.
sneeze?
You gonna go
Ah.
Will at you?
I'm being bullied.
Link's
Out of
running straight forward to that one with
self-preservation,
the
I'm not gonna
little
tease
baby
you.
at you. Oop, you
I'm
can
being-
at you, baby.
The DM will remember this.
Good.
Rocks fall.
Please also
everyone but
remember I
Paul
did not
dies.
participate.
Oh, I will.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, not rocks. Spiders. Spiders fall.
Oh, I'm not
fuck
afraid of
you. I
spiders.
wasn't that nasty to you. Like, just so he's a piece of shit. Little baby fuck the shoe sneezes. Piece of shit.
All
You
right,
love
so
me and you know it, Mom.
we've got our
Um,
mounts, yeah?
Yes, you have your mounts. I need one of you to roll me a 1d100 and someone else to roll me a 1d12.
And
What's
I
the
rolled
D12?
100.
He wants
I'm
to roll the
asking for
100.
permission before. Yeah.
Paul would like to roll the d100. Who would like to roll the d12?
I will.
I'm down. Okay, you can have
No.
it.
Mine.
You can have it. I usually roll terrible things
That's
whenever
an 8.
whenever I'm given the opportunity.
Wonderful.
34.
Ooh, fantastic. Okay.
Rocks fall.
So, as you begin to travel through the forest of Lothlorien, even through the dense canopy that is the protected grove of the Lady of the Geladrim, a dense rainfall begins to beat down upon your party. As you trot through the now darkened forest, the sun, what little did come through the trees, is now darkened by deep black clouds. An ominous voice on the wind begins to make soft chanting noises in a language I don't think any of you quite understand. Do any of you speak black speech, which would be abyssal in this particular?
And you said there's a difference between black speech and deep speech?
Yes. Black speech and deep speech are different.
What's deep speech then?
Deep speech is the language of the wraiths.
Ooh. I
No,
don't think any of us have that.
I don't know. Where is it supposed to be?
It would be, if you go
Bottom
to your
left?
character sheet, it would be in the bottom left corner. You speak Common, Dwarvish, Elvish, Goblin, and Orc. I don't believe any of you speak this language, so you just hear soft chanting of just eerie words that you don't quite understand. As you begin to, everyone make a willpower, or not, it wouldn't be willpower, so it would be a wisdom saving throw in 5th edition. I was playing Pathfinder yesterday. make a wisdom saving throw, and then make. Oh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
okay.
Whose die was that? It's totally not mine.
Two of you rolled. Ooh, that is a natural 1. on that
Yeah.
die.
Yeah, that'd
Wow.
be me. That'd be Genevieve.
Okay, I'm waiting on just one more.
I said D20, you piece of shit. Sorry.
Okay, so
1 second. There we go.
Yeah, 10.
you're
That's like the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much.
so just Celephany, roll me a perception check.
Oh,
Please.
okay. Let's see. I'm not used to D&D Beyond. Let me find where perception is. Oh, I'm good at perception.
Fantastic. You rolled a 14. Wonderful. You
Yay.
see among the trees what appear to be small shadow-like creatures with white masks. Watching your party and your friends begin, and we're actually going to start with. Well, first off, before I go into what the wisdom saving throw was for, what is the current marching order of your party?
I want to be in the back.
Celephany would have to be near the front because she knows the woods whenever we eventually get there, and also is good at stuff.
Okay, so
Near the back.
Celephany in front. So Emmy and Genevieve in the back, and then what about Harrenland and Gavin?
I'd be after, so
I was gonna
So
say I'd be
Lord,
behind
Lethany.
Gavin with the bow and arrow.
Okay. So Gavin, you begin to, because each of you are going to see and hear differently. Gavin, you begin to hear the cries of battle, a battle that you were not long ago in the middle of. Something has pulled you back into the most recent battle of the king between Arnor and the Kingdom of Angmar. A fierce battle between the King Elendil and the Witch King clash on a hill just above you as your captain, a man named Asilius, named after a great dragon who would order you to retreat, to call upon the lands of Lorien for help. What you didn't see initially, and the vision is now showing you, is as you did turn to run, he was shot dead through the heart by an orcish crossbow. Your king, in this vision, seeming to have been struck down as the land of Arnor falls as you run from it. Darkness seeming to chase you behind. Moving from this vision, you hear a voice, soft and sinister. The world of men shall fall. The world of the orc shall run. All shall know my malice. As this is the voice of the Witch King of Angmar and the words he spoke just before the battle that echo in your mind as we now pull away from Gavin and in toward Harrenland. Harrenland, you hear a familiar cackling voice. The voice of the sword. I can't pronounce the name right this second. My mouth is just not letting it come out. But you hear the cackling voice of the sword, even though it's not in your possession. You can hear it calling to you. Harrenland, You know you wish to draw me. Strike this man down and take me from him. You need the wondrous power we could wield together. We could protect them all. You need yet just strike this man down and take me from him. Pulling away from Heronland and into Genevieve. Genevieve, you see your mother on a hill.
Which one?
The Eleanor.
Cool.
Trotting forward on a bloodied Alan. Your mother slumped on her lance, the only thing keeping her standing as she falls, riddled in orcish arrows.
Does Genevieve see this as if it's like in the road that they're like on, or like a vision? Because
it's
she's
a
had
vision.
visions before. Okay.
This is a vision. Clear as the day, she sees a town in the background burning as orcish banners fly over the town of Allendale, a town containing both of her mothers.
Oh, that's no good.
Pulling away from Genevieve and to Emmy, you find yourself trapped. Bars surrounding you as you are being carted toward an orcish war camp as a slave. You have been dragged from whatever hole you had hidden yourself in, and the orcs have taken you and are beginning to take your weapons and your money and anything you have procured for yourself, and you are now in the possession of these orcs. Pulling back out, we go over to Selethany, who sees these small creatures in their masks, a purple aura kind of guided from their small trance-like motion coming from their hands, going into each of your friends. As your friends are slack-jawed to you. You are the only one not being accosted by visions.
About how far away are those things?
They are 20 feet from you on either side.
Okay.
There are 4 of them.
4 of them? Let's see. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. I'd like to cast a spell at them.
What would you like to cast at them?
I would like to cast Spike Growth.
Okay, what does that do? Let me check that out.
Her goal is to either distract or create some kind of barrier between those creatures and the road.
Okay, you could technically hit all 4 of them because they are about 20 feet from where you and your party are. So you can, on either side of you, just kind of cast it, and it will cut their connection because they need to have line of sight.
Fantastic.
Each of you that are suffering from these horrible visions are pulled, almost jarringly so, back into reality as your companion has saved you from what was a psychic attack by mischievous spirits.
Are you all okay?
Genevieve looks extremely relieved to find out that it was a vision as opposed to real life.
I think there were some meddling spirits trying to mess with us. But I think they've gone away now. Either way, we should hurry along.
Agreed.
Ireland is very, very, very shaken.
Any
We need to take a
nervously...
break after we get somewhere safer. We can.
It is beginning to be nightfall, so you likely camp would be a good idea.
Okay. All right.
Camp sounds good.
Let's get a few hundred meters down the road and then set up camp.
Yeah, maybe not here.
Fair enough.
Knowing that this is still the land of the Geladrim, Heronland, you would know that there are ranger outposts set up within the woods where you can take shelter that are like small cabins. You can easily leave the party too. You enter to a small 4-room cabin, a kind of living room set in front of a fireplace within the cozy little area that is meant for a respite from the dangers of the forest. Though the Lady Galadriel is powerful, there are still spirits of this land that she cannot banish from her domain. So these were set up for travelers to rest with.
I have a question.
Yes.
The feature that I have from being a fancy druid, Circle of Dreams, says that during a short or long rest, I can touch a point in space and create an invisible 30-foot sphere. But is that 30-foot radius or diameter?
I would say radius, so 60-foot spear. You could protect the house.
Okay. I might see if I can edit that. I don't know if there's a way I can do that. I'll make a note of it then.
Yeah, just make a note. That's probably good. But yeah, you all kind of come to this this small house in the woods that is a respite, and it is protected by small torches on the outside of the home that the spirits seem to shy away from as the light keeps them at bay. Do you speak to one another about the visions you have?
Yeah, there's the sword speaking to me again. Felt the call. I nearly fell for it. I nearly drew my bow against Gavin.
Well,
Fortunately, you didn't.
yeah.
Would you rather we hide the sword?
No,
So-
I mean, it's not speaking. It was just an illusion. I just spent too long with it.
So, question.
Mm-hmm.
If I leave the sword with Viego, does Viego get talked to by the sword?
If you leave your sword with Vigo, he cannot wield it. So if you basically the only time that sword can speak to you is if you are physically holding the handle, essentially, or if you have drawn the blade at any time without magical warding against it. Heronland had drawn the blade, thus the blade created a psychic connection. But so far it has not been able to do so.
Question on our animals.
Yes.
Is it possible to bring what is now kind of my emotional support Mastiff inside?
Oh yeah, he's a dog. He's small enough where he can fit inside. The rest of them are probably pretty big compared.
Although Celethany definitely took care of them all.
Oh yeah, there is a small little stable to kind of put them in for the night, just on the side of the house, kind of like a garage type deal.
Okay, cool.
But you absolutely can bring Bane inside.
Horse garage.
Anything else you guys would like to discuss before you drift to sleep?
So, did the spirits give anyone else disturbing visions?
Yeah, kind of. I was just mostly being, carted away by the orcs. Usual stuff.
I see.
And for myself, it was just the usual fears of war. The something happens, you can't help it, and doom.
What about you,
I can
Genevieve?
shrug it off though.
I saw the city of Arnor in flames.
You actually saw Allendale.
Allendale. Sorry,
Too many A names.
there are.
You could say they are our Tolkien.
Hell yeah.
That was a fantastic pun to break the drama. So the only one of you who did not suffer from these visions was Celebrity.
Yeah, and she's actually kind of tearing up a little bit after hearing everyone talk about their horrific visions. That sounds so dreadful. Are all of you okay? He didn't really even react on the road, but you saw something so dreadful.
Not really the first time I've been behind bars.
It's traumatic, though. Are you sure you're alright? Do you need a hug?
I'll take a hug.
You know what? Sure.
Big hug time.
Hug time.
And she hugs everyone in her big, beefy arms.
Genevieve has weak little nerd arms.
Big dwarven hug arms. You all get a back cracking hug from this.
Get a +1 to feeling spry.
Yeah, you you are feeling a bit more spry, maybe even slightly more calmed from the loving presence of Celebrity. Do you all take dibs on rooms, and who is sleeping in the living room? Because there are 4 bedrooms. Each of them have a single bed, and then there is a couch.
Roommates.
I'll take living room.
No, I insist that all of you take beds. You all had horrible days. I'm fine. I've slept on the ground just fine.
Erinland
Go,
immediately
take a bed.
walks into one of the rooms and locks the door.
Yeah, just
She's
like
not
Go
doing
on.
okay.
This is when when someone just redeems emotional damage.
Genevieve will find a room.
All right. Each room is generally furnished with an armor stand, a weapon rack to lay your weapons and armor to rest, a small dresser with pretty much all sizes of clothing inside. They're all generic, like white tunic, white linen pants for sleeping. And they are, you can take them as you wish. Pair of socks in case you needed a new change. Beds are small, green sheet with a single pillow made of a beautiful wood, and the doors do have locks on them should you wish to lock your bedrooms.
Yeah, after that day, I'm definitely gonna lock it.
What about Gavin and Emily?
Leaving. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you first.
Okay. I am leaving mine unlocked, just in case some more shit happens. I want someone to be able to reach me.
Are you taking your dog with you into your bedroom?
Of course.
He will immediately get on the bed, find himself a spot, and plump.
What a good boy.
He is.
Oh, he's the
he
best.
Is a good boy. And Gavin, what have you?
So I definitely leave the bracelet on. But
Okay.
after doffing my armor, I'm just kind of like staring at it in my lap, because
The
like
sword?
yeah, not pulled out from the scabbard, but just like looking at it, because
Okay.
I set up the armor on the armor stand, pull it everything off, set back next to the armor stand, look at my weapons, inspect, even though I didn't do anything with them today, and then just kind of like
regular maintenance is always a good thing.
yeah, and then just kind of like really question how awful this thing is.
Anglikel is has a legend about it. There was an elven hero whose name now has been lost to time, as this was thousands of years ago in the First Age. That he and his brother were great adventurers and enemies of the first Dark Lord, Morgoth. This sword was at one point the weapon used by the king of Gondolin himself. And it was passed down to his son, who used it to attempt to kill Morgoth. Upon arriving at the island where Morgoth was said to lay, he was captured and enslaved there. And the Dark Lord poured malice into the blade. Upon his brother's arrival to save him, he was given Anglikel back and was made to fight his brother. The malice of the blade forcing him to fight and slay that which he held most dear. The sword from then on was known as the Kinslayer, Anglikel, an evil sword that will make you slay those whom you find as companions, if it can penetrate your mind.
And now my resolve is to destroy this blade. Make sure it gets done.
I was gonna say I'm gonna like head into Gavin's room to explain like what happened with me and what we did with the sword.
You absolutely can.
We basically found it underneath Bree in the hands of the ogre captain or something?
It was a troll captain, yes.
Troll captain. We didn't know what it was. So I decided to take it and unsheath it and basically failed every single wisdom check. So the sword essentially spent a few days corrupting me, screaming at me to kill everyone during the night. Eleanor eventually destroyed it and attempted to decurse it. The most it did was eventually just basically shut it up for a bit. We wrapped it in a thick blanket and carried it to Rivendell. But it's essentially like never left Heronland. Kind of just, she spent too long being corrupted by it.
Much like Gollum in the Ring.
Yeah.
The dad. The precious.
Perfect.
Huh.
I'm not thirsty for like Gollum is for the ring, but Heronland's definitely like 7 kinds of fucked up from the experience.
Just being near the sword, Heronland, you do have a small tinge in your brain of desire for the sword.
And as soon as I finish telling the story, I leave immediately and lock my door again.
Have a good night.
Mm.
Okay, so I want each of you to roll me a wisdom check as you fall asleep.
Also, before going to sleep, I want to cast Druidcraft to predict the weather for the next 24 hours.
Wonderful. It is going to be mildly rainy with a small chance of thunderstorm.
Okay.
I did good this time.
Is there a difference between a check and a saving throw?
Yes, there is. So what you're going to do for the saving throw would be over on the left where it says saving throws, and then over here where it says skills, you will see for a check, you are just rolling your wisdom modifier.
And is this a check or a save?
This is a check.
Ah, my bad.
Although if this is a
Let me
perception
see.
check, everyone gets benefits. So
It is. It is not. It is actually. I do this for
Darn.
dreams. I do this. I
Oh.
do this for dreams. You're rolling to see how good or bad your dreams
Hi, Ren.
are. Yes. Hello, Red. Welcome.
We have basically ascending numbers.
Yeah.
Is Mav? Have you? Is that 12 your roll or?
Yes, falls my rolls, yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. So, we're gonna go to Selethany first, and we'll go down from there. Selethany, you have lovely dream. You are in a large glade of beautiful flowers. You do see from time to time as you kind of walk through, there are old blades and things. But this is a lovely glade with rolling hills and beautiful round doors just outside of those, just going into those hills. You are within the Shire. This is a realm that Radagast doesn't often go to, but you find yourself here because there was tale of a beautiful garden in this place with flowers you had never really seen before. So you go and you have a lovely time within your dream.
amazing, spectacular.
Gavin, we roll over to your dream, and your dream's a little different. It's still good, but your dream is a little different. You are coming home after a successful campaign, what seems to be from Mordor. You are now a captain in which is one of the highest ranks you can get in the Guardians of Arnor, and you ride with the banner of the King Elendil on your horse, and you have come home to the ivory towers and the statues of your king that hold the gates of Arnor, of the main city of Arnor. And as you enter, you are paraded with the smells of food and home, and you are comfortably welcomed back into the bosom of your home city as a crier yells out, "Hail, Gavin, hero of the war in Mordor!"
Nice.
Coming out from your dream and into Emmy's. Emmy, you are in a tavern. The smell of roasted mutton and apple fritters and just any food you could find. A tall, portly gentleman with balding on the top will lean over and go, "Oh, little master, how may I help you and get you any food you might like?" "It's all on the house this evening. We've won, you see." As you are presented with essentially a charcuterie board to kind of start you off. You are having also a pretty pleasant dream.
Oh yeah, this rules.
Kind of coming out from yours and into Genevieve's dream. Genevieve, you are in a library. A library cataloging different things. The smell of fresh vellum and parchment fill the air as you are presented with a scroll that reads, "To Lady Genevieve Morgos, Professor of Fungi at the College of in the College of Gondor. We ask that you come at the behest of your mothers to a banquet in your honor. We wish to hear more of the facts about the fungi along the banks of Osgiliath. If you might come, thank you, Jameson, son of Jameson, first steward of Gondor.
Little Jamie.
Neato. Genevieve is also interested in all kinds of plants, not just mushrooms necessarily.
Yeah, but there are it's common knowledge that there are giant mushrooms that grow within the canals of Osgiliath, and they are incredibly tasty. Like hobbits go there, and hobbits don't ever leave the Shire. They go there specifically to get the mushrooms, and then go back.
Genevieve's house is in a mushroom, right?
Yes, she lives in a giant mushroom.
Nice.
And coming out from Genevieve's dream and into Heronlin's, you are alone in your dream, but you're not in darkness. You are trotting on a horse, and you are being led into a town surrounded by a small wall. The sounds of a soft roar of a crowd as over the hill you can see your friend Eleanor winning a jousting tournament. The sounds of Furland fiddling away in a bar as Jameson, the Jameson the First, rouses up and yells, "Don't let it get too rowdy out there!" Hengist Took stands on the wall of the city and waves you in as you enter the streets of Allendale, a place you've never seen but have heard of in letters. You have arrived in a place that you know to be a home away from home. A comfort falls over you as you each fall asleep and awake the next morning to likely Selethany, you likely notice it first, but the smell of bacon.
Bacon?
Are you aching for some bacon?
The smell of bacon and of eggs and fresh baked croissants and as you awake,
Dang, that's fancy.
As you awake, you see inside the house you were in is a tall woman in a long leather duster. Mauve, could you do me a favor and pull my PNG out just so we can see the full garb? Because she's basically wearing what I'm wearing.
Oh, okay.
Also, you should check your DM spell.
I will do that right now. I'm so sorry.
There we go.
No worries.
Make it massive.
Are you talking about the thing that you sent me about your bonds?
Highlighted, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. So this is essentially what the woman is wearing. She is her ears are slightly pointed, but they are very clearly half elf. She's very clearly half. But she is wearing the garb of a Gondorian footman, essentially. And she is cooking for you all.
Who are you?
Hey?
She will look back to you and go, oh, wonderful, you're awake. I was late to the meeting, but my name is Rebecca. I am a footman of Gondor, and I was sent to essentially watch out for your well-being while on this journey. I am a cook, a driver. I'm not much in combat, but I am just here to look after you.
On whose behest are you here?
I was sent by the King Isildur as his contribution to the White Council. I was specifically sent by Gandalf the Grey.
Do you carry a writ or some proof?
She will pull one of the daggers.
Wonderful. You can be trusted.
bit early for a third degree. We haven't even had breakfast yet.
That it's fine. In these times I can understand the third degree. I have made quite the spread, and she'll gesture to a long dining table that was kind of tucked against the wall when you entered. It has been pulled out, seemingly very quietly. She likely lifted it and pulled it out instead of dragging it, and it is quite long. It is long enough for all of you to sit comfortably, with enough space to kind of spread out. With beautiful, like, well-crafted cushioned chairs, and on the table is a breakfast feast, laid out. Pretty much anything you can imagine that could be rustically cooked is, for like a breakfast, is on this table in like family-sized portions to just kind of be dipped out and put on plates. And the table
Okay.
is set with wooden bowls and things.
What time of morning is it right now?
It's about 6 in the morning. It's pretty fucking.
Did she show up like as soon as we went to sleep and start making croissants?
Yeah, kinda. She was like right on your heels.
Okay. Well, Celestine's digging in.
Oh yeah, Genevieve is as well, and probably putting some in her pockets for second breakfast.
Let me grab this spell quick.
Are you talking about Heroes Feast?
Yes, I am.
Oh.
Heroes
So
second breakfast.
you are all given the effects of the spell Hero's Feast. A creature that partakes in this feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all disease and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened for 24 hours, and makes all wisdom saving throws at advantage. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10 and gains the same number of hit points. These
You're gonna
benefits
need to
last
say
for
that a little
24
slower,
hours. Sorry about that.
or like copy and paste it to us or something, because I'm not gonna be able to keep up with you.
Yeah,
I'm keeping notes. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I got it. So I'm gonna just copy paste that into here.
Because all I was able to write down is immune to poison and fear, and I was like, oh no.
I got
Alright.
immune to poison, frightening, wisdom saves at advantage, HP increased by 2d10. Ready to go.
Heck yeah, you're much
And
better than this. Alright.
each of you increase your maximum health points for the next 24 hours increase by 8 points.
Yeah.
I roll the 2d10, so it's
Oh.
it's okay. You roll. I'll tell you yours be the roll. So each of you increase your maximum hit points by 16
Temporarily
for the
or
ne-
permanent?
for the next 24 hours. So temporarily.
Note taken.
I don't know where to put that.
Top
Just need a
right, there
couple of
should be a
scraps
spot
to-
that says
Oh, I
temp.
found it. Thank you.
I want to sneak a couple of morsels to Bane.
You absolutely can. There does seem to be a bowl laid out for him on the ground.
Oh, perfect.
Like he's the
You got a meal too?
yeah, absolutely. She also fed your mounts.
All right, never mind. I'm keeping the food for myself.
Yeah, you specifically likely haven't had a meal like this probably ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely not. I'm digging in.
This is comforts of the Shire that you likely are very disappointed you never had, because you know that feasts like this happen often in the Shire.
I shed one tear for the missed meals.
Oh, so sad.
Cry for the fallen bacon.
And she'll kind of smile at each of you and go, I did also pack these, and she will gesture to each of you will be given 3 days worth of iron ration.
You're extremely helpful. You know that.
That is my job.
You're really good at it. It's fantastic. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mistress Dwarf.
And she's just right back to digging, and she didn't even bother finishing chewing.
When we are all ready, The mounts have been fed and watered and are ready. I will await each of you outside. I'm going to go take watch as the night has not quite passed. The sun rises in about 2 hours.
Okay.
As she exits the room, do any of you have anything to say to one another while she is out of earshot?
Are any of you missing a dagger?
No, but I have extras.
I mean the cold
When
iron
did you get
daggers.
extra?
You may check your inventories, and none of you are missing your equipment.
Okay.
None of us have it yet either. Do we?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys have it?
each of
you
you-
all took.
I haven't added
Yeah.
the actual cold iron in. Just
what I was
you
saying.
you do have, like, just go ahead and add a dagger into your inventory in D&D Beyond,
Okay.
because
Honestly,
I
just have
can
listed
edit
as a
it.
silver dagger because it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing.
I've still got mine.
Okay. I was just wondering. I've had bad experiences with people showing themselves in the morning. I was just making sure that she hadn't stolen one of our daggers and then presented it as evidence.
That's a good point. I didn't even hear her come in. I was right there on the floor the whole night,
I'm
mean, I was
honestly
there-
surprised he made it past the bear trap.
right?
What? Sorry?
Wait, what?
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 Bear
What?
trap?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk over to Genevieve, pick her up
Hi.
by the arms. What?
Yep. Bear trap?
You did what? Sweetie, no.
It's a trap that's used to catch bears.
I know what a bear trap is, hon. I'm asking you where you put it and why.
Everyone roll a perception.
Oh, for fuck's...
Do I have to roll perception?
Yep.
Okay. I don't see shit.
Yeah. I'm just distracted by this food.
Too much breakfast.
Ooh, somebody rolled a 1.
That'd be me.
Probably because it makes
Our
sense. You're being
second one of
shaken
the
by me
game.
currently. You're being mummed hard.
What's that?
That you're being mummed hard at the moment, so it probably makes sense you wouldn't notice.
A little distracted.
So for anyone who rolled above a 10, you hear, "Shakung! Fuck!"
Oh. That would probably be the bear trap.
Really? Ugh.
Hey, I wanted to be safe.
I promised your mum I would make sure you stayed out of trouble.
So
Why
that's
do
when
you
he
make my
gets
job
up from the
hard for me?
table. And she goes to
not
the source
in-
of the sound.
I'm not in trouble. Whoever
you-
stepped in it is.
You walk outside and you notice that standing over a now splattered cake and a closed bear
no.
trap is the Gondorian warrior. It's just like, dang it.
Are you alright?
Yeah, but the cake I was bringing you isn't.
You
As
made it
long as
past
you're
it very
safe.
well the first time.
Yeah, yes, I was trying to avoid the massive bear trap that was laid directly in the path of the door. But
You shouldn't have put up the
when I
thing
can't
in the
see
first
around
place.
when I can't see around the cake I was carrying, it was either fall into the bear trap or the cake falls. So
That's
I'd rather
valid.
not lose a leg.
You should have poked it with a stick. That's what I use.
It would have woken you. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a very loud noise.
Yeah, and as far as we knew, you're an intruder. So it would have been probably a good thing.
No, Genevieve. She's our
And-
new best friend. She could have lost a limb. Don't do that anymore, okay? Unless you tell everyone where you put it first, okay?
Okay. For future reference, I will always put them in front of the door.
No,
Ugh.
no. By the way, I'm still holding you by your like arms, like a cat. I'm holding you up. I'm just gonna
She
put
looks
you
like-
down to like the height of what's your dwarf's name? Sorry, I've forgotten.
Telephony?
Celethany. I'm gonna put you down to like the height of Celethany, like directly in front of her face, and go listen to her.
I am.
You put it in front of the door. Someone's gonna step on it when they go out for a wee. Right?
Hmm.
Don't put it there, okay?
Well, I'm telling you now so that you know where it is later.
And start shaking, Genevieve.
When you're half asleep, you're not going to remember It's right there. You just give it like 15 feet, okay?
Okay,
15 feet from the door.
I can do that.
All right, there we go. Compromise.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I'll go back to my breakfast. That was so rudely interrupted.
I'm going to gingerly put Genevieve down next to the bear trap, point the cake and be like, look what you did, though.
But don't worry, I'm sure it's still salvageable.
No, don't. We need
No,
to trust
no.
him.
I
It's
do
okay.
have these. I do have these, and she will open a small like treasure chest and donuts.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay.
I'm going to walk back
I already have a
inside
mouthful
shouting
of
like...
cake/dirt.
called
walk
a
back
mud
inside
cake.
like just shouting like, why is parenting so fucking hard?
I'm an adult.
Just fucking Heronland furiously writing a letter. to
Dear
fucking
bestie Eleanor, your daughter is an adult and I can't stop seeing her as a 2-year-old because she's so tiny, and oh my god, have you never taught her manners? She's enjoying everything. She's at a bear trap. There was that cake that got destroyed. Best wishes, Heronland.
For reference, where do you end up putting that letter?
Heronland would since you are a Beastmaster Ranger. We have to work out what your animal companion is, and B, you do have a raven that will go back and forth and take letters to Allendale and your friends.
Oh, darn, I was going to request the most magnificent of creatures, the pigeon.
Oh, you absolutely can have a pigeon.
Beautiful.
You can
Perfect.
absolutely have a carrier pigeon.
I like pigeons.
Sky rats.
Hey, rat. I'm going
I
to
say
call
that
him Barnaby,
as
and he's going to be the
affectionately as I
best
can.
sky rat ever.
Wonderful. I love rats, so Sky Rat is not me dissing pigeons. I love pigeons.
Oh, I should make a list of all our pet names at the top of my notes.
Yes, you should. That's a good idea.
I'm a genius.
So, Heronland, what would you like to have? What kind of animal, other than just your pigeon, unless you just want a pigeon as an animal companion, would you like to help you in combat? You could have tamed an animal of the forest that kind of like comes with you.
Oh yeah, I did have 2 months
and
off.
leave.
I was waiting patiently
Yeah.
for a wolf.
Yeah, you could have tamed a wolf.
Cool. He's called Fen.
Wonderful. So there's your wolf will come to you if he is called. He is currently not with the party, unless you want him to be. He could have totally showed up with the Gondorian.
Okay, I can just like break back out of the lodge, like reopen the door drastically, panting in panic, and then just go, oh my god, I forgot Fen.
He will come when called. If you like whistle into the wood, he listens.
I walked to the edge of the clearing and just whistle.
Please describe what you want your wolf to look like as you hear very frantic.
He is big. Let's just say that Emmy could ride him. He's that big. Nice biggie boy.
Okay.
And he has beautiful gray and white fur.
So he's about the same size as Bane.
Yeah. And he looks pretty
Wonderful.
much like a husky. It's
Fantastic.
unpredictable.
Fantastic. He has piercing green eyes.
Blue.
Okay. He will have
Huskies have blue eyes.
blue eyes. Yeah, the green eyes is an elven
Oh.
But you can.
fine, I'll
I will
allow it.
allow
I'll
you.
it.
I will let you have a
Or-
blue-eyed.
Consider one of each.
That,
Heterochromia
that is
wolf.
true.
Heterochromia wolf.
You can have heterochromia wolf.
Okay, I'm very excited now. Yes, best friend.
I can see the fan art now. Uh,
Quit looking at my screen.
okay. So, you all see Heronland in a panic whistle very loudly as a massive wolf comes bolting at her out of the woods and tackles her. Roll a strength save, Heron.
Gotcha. $15.
Okay, you are strong enough where you are able to catch this massive beast in your arms and hold him like a bear.
Can I still go slightly flying due to the impact?
Oh, 100%.
Just with a wolf in my arms. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you.
100% you can. You go, like, you careen back and slam into the building as he is, like, nuzzling and licking your face.
Yay!
By the way, the bear trap has been removed.
Oh, thank God.
Wonderful.
I go careening into the building, triggering the bear trap. Ben is dead.
Oh man.
Jesus.
So I'm
Big
gonna
flies
send you
everywhere.
a wolf's stat block, and that will be just make sure that you have just keep that like with you for just use later, essentially. Copy, and then I'm just gonna send that to you on Discord in our DMs.
Like
There
I
you
was
go.
saying, we can dissuade all burglars with just the simple trick of a bear trap.
Oh,
Consider,
that
we also have a
opened in
mastiff
the
and a
wrong
wolf.
window.
Yeah, I mean I could do that, but it won't be protecting you.
We can see the screen. Here for a sec. Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah, no, I have like 4 different browser windows open for D&D streams, and this opened in the one browser window that has D20 on it. I was just like, oh, thanks.
I'm
Thanks, Discord.
sorry about that.
Your fault.
But yeah, so this massive wolf is now like loving on Heronlin. The mastiff kind of like looks at him. They give like a familiar nod as if they know one another, and then they will just kind of like acknowledge one another, but not like they're not they're not like angry that one another exists. They actually look kind of as if they have a rivalry of some kind. Like there's the I lock eyes with my rival and know he is there kind of.
He looked at me.
Yeah. And I looked at him and he looked at me. Yeah.
And
I'm
that's
totally
it.
oblivious to this and
Bart.
think that they can be friends.
Oh, they absolutely are friends. It is a friendly rival.
Oh, perfect.
They're just definitely rivals of some.
The real story of our D&D sessions is the rivalries between wolf and dog.
Enemies
It-
to lovers to best
it-
friends.
We have so many pets. Like, all
It's like Gimli Legolas kind of.
Aww.
Except for
It's
all the
I can
dialogue is
kill more
replaced
orcs
with
than-
woof woof and bark bark.
Arf arf.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what it is.
Not subtitled,
Wonderful.
just dog barks.
I like
I
the
like
idea
Isle
that
dogs.
Genevieve can always understand them, but will never tell anybody what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
This is when we do the spin-off game of Honey Heist, where we all just play as the pets of the campaign.
Yo.
I'd be
I have
down for that
3.
as like a post of the season thing, like a one shot where we play as a pet. Sounds like a fucking great idea.
I will totally run that. I will 1000% run that. Okay, so the Gondorian will kind of present the donuts as she is now donning her armor. She just kind of puts chainmail on under what she was already wearing, having tucked into like a small corner to get her like proper armor on, and throw a cloak on and kind of smile and go, I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
I assume everyone else also gets ready, and then we go.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So, did you get scolded for being late? I'm assuming know Gandalf as
he is a quite
Ken, you can say
popular.
Say it.
He's an asshole, and he doesn't approve of being late.
I
So
believe you're all
yes,
talking about a revered wizard this way. My goodness.
listen. When
We
you
have a
work with
past.
the man,
Mm-hmm.
when you work with the man, you understand that he, while he is an ornery old man, he is also a very powerful wizard whom I try very hard not to be angry with all of the time. But for everything the Valar have given me, I swear I want to strangle him most of the time.
Gonna
She
walk
will
over to Rebecca and
slowly,
just high five
take a
her.
breath. She will high five you back as she just takes a deep breath and relaxes.
You're
I've not known him very
fine,
long.
Thal. You've been like with Radagast. He's pretty chill, but like, holy shit! You would not believe the amount of times that Gandalf does something to you, like when you've just woken up and chortles away to himself like a jolly old fucking Santa Claus, going, "Oh, it's a prank!"
Oh,
Get
that's
dunked on, losers!
He put 2 eggs in my boots.
well, that is a
And-
bit funny actually.
Not like where I would see them in the ankles. He put them in the toes.
That's a little bit funny still. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Shaving cream and Crocs.
I guess I'm just used to that kind of thing because Radagast gets up to mischief all the time, but you know, it's just the way he is. You just have to deal with it. It's just like, oh, there he goes again.
Oh, so scamp.
Yeah, yes, that's the wizards. All of them but Saruman. Saruman's a bit of a stick in the mud.
Oh no. Oh, that reminds me. I never gave Radagast back the stipend for gains. And oh no. She pulls out a coin purse that's way too big. I forgot.
Oh no. Radagast is just going to be broke. I wonder whatever he will he do?
Cut to
Sad
Radagast in the
dollars.
forest, like eating dirt off the floor, being like, "I'm fine."
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what he would do. He's just like, slimy
Sure.
but satisfying. Eats a grub.
Builds character.
He'll be
Oh.
fine. I feel bad though.
But
The
don't worry
only thing
about
he
it. The
will likely
wizards,
miss.
the wizards,
the
you
only-
get to a point with them where you're just like, you just kind of lose interest in giving a shit about them.
The only thing he will likely miss are his cream puffs at the Prancing Pony that he often eats. But currently, the Prancing Pony has no bartender, so he can't have those anyway.
Sucks to suck.
It's fine.
Wait, well,
it's fine.
flash back a second. Where'd Jamie go?
Jamie is in Allendale.
Oh, he's with the other party.
Yep, Jamie
gotcha.
and Jameson, son of Jameson, is also there.
Jamie and little Jamie. Oh, they're at it
Yep.
again.
As is Red.
Misread. Anyway, carry on.
Red.
Sorry.
So you all see kind of your animals kind of brought around, and a beautiful like black and white stallion is brought up beside them as it is a Gondorian warhorse, and the Gondorian foot lady will kind of hop on the back of the horse and pat his like head and feed him an apple.
Ooh, he's a beauty.
Yeah, he's been my companion since I was 11 years old, so I'm just glad he's still around.
That's a long stretch. Your bond
Yeah.
must run deep.
Yeah, he was brought over by my great grandfather, who came over from Arnor. Or not. Well, he helped found Arnor. He came over from Numenor.
That's a long way.
Yeah. When the island sank, my great grandfather was among the loyal men of the West.
So, I hope you don't mind my curiosity, but are you like a princess now? Because that was like hiking you're talking about.
No, my great grandfather was a servant of the High
Ah.
King. We're a serving family.
Got you.
So I've reached the rank of footman in the Citadel Knights, and that's about as as noble as my bloodline goes.
There's plenty of nobility in hard work.
I agree. You do notice that on her hip is a very battered Gondorian longsword. It looks like it's seen its fair share of fighting. And you would know that the royal city of Gondor, currently Minas Ithol, is in the borders of Mordor. So this gal has likely seen a good bit of combat against orcs.
She's seen some shit.
Yeah, she's seen some shit.
Nice.
She's seen some shit, but she's not much of a fighter.
That's what she says.
Sus.
She's humble.
Well,
She's an
What's
anyways,
that mean? I've never heard of humble in my entire life.
Oh. Anyway, we've still got a day's travel before us, so let's hit the road. Let's get going.
Wonderful. As you begin to trot down the road, I need you to make another 1d100 and another 1d12 rolls. These are your
Also-
travel and random encounter rolls.
We should expect light showers and possible thunderstorms.
That's good to know.
As
Life
your
with a
local
report
weather
from
expert.
Scotland.
I will roll the 2%.
Yeah.
Who would like to roll the d12?
I'll do it.
Alrighty. Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Alright. That
no.
doesn't sound good.
You're
No,
so
that's not-
what was a mild chance of rain and thunderstorms turns into a torrential downpour as you reach the Gap of Lore. The loud booming thunder cascading overhead as you reach the clearing and a very clear sight of a group of men on horseback kind of running down a group of orcs, spears being tossed into the orcs as they as you exit the forest, and you can see past this large glade of what appears to be combat is Fangorn Forest. It's not far from the exit of the forest where you exit, but very clearly there are Rohirrim in combat against a group of about 12 orcs. Do you intervene, or do you allow the battle to take place without assisting?
I want to help. Shoot some orcs.
Oh, hell yeah.
Harrenlin's just like, my element. I have found it.
Pulls
Let's shoot
out
some
rat bone
orcs.
bow. Time to die.
Great. All of you try not to get too injured, and I'll just be over there in the bushes.
Not one for combat.
I'm more of a healer and orienteer kind of wilderness survival person than killing things.
I'll keep you safe.
That's very sweet, but I feel like they might need your help more over there.
Yeah, I can do it from here. I got a bow.
That's a good point, actually.
Can I put
Alright, you all
Genevieve?
go have fun.
Can I put Genevieve on my shoulder so that she can aim higher?
Double bow?
Genevieve is currently on the back of a rather large horse.
Oh, I can't put that on my shoulders.
Yeah, no.
I mean, if you want, you can. Because I'll hop off.
However, I will say, because we've been going for almost 3 hours now, we are going to end this on a cliffhanger. Next session, we will start with initiative.
You
Dun-dun-dun.
slut.
Dramatical
How
ending.
could you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we completely wrap up the session, I do just want to ask, how did everybody enjoy it?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'm
enjoyed
having the
this.
time of my life.
Good.
I am glad you guys are enjoying yourselves.
We're all
It's
like,
very fun.
yeah, this is fine. And Lynx is like, I've never felt more happy.
I've never felt
more
more
alive.
alive.
Wonderful. Would any of you like to, before we go, if you don't mind, Mauve,
Mhm.
kind of plug your Twitch channels? Because I know most of us here are streamers.
If you want, I can help. I think. Actually, am I a mod? Am I a mod?
Yeah.
No,
I'll do
then
them. It's
I will
okay.
help.
You start with you start with the plugs, and I'll do the shouts.
All right.
I'm not a streamer yet, so don't worry about that.
Not quite yet.
Someday.
Yeah, I'm in the same camp.
Don't worry, I'll pull you all into my streams. It'll be fine. You can all just hang out with me when I go. Hey, I need people to hang out with.
Woohoo!
But yeah, I am ThePaladinBelle. If you want to go follow me at ThePaladinBelle on Twitter, and my Twitch is also in the chat. We can go on over to let's do Paul first.
I'm VT Ruger. I am leader of Space Gang, of which Mauve is affiliated with. You guys can catch me randomly with just streams that are cozy every now and again. Other than that,
To interrupt. Who the fuck just rolled that many? Oh, it's. Carry on, Paul. Sorry. And my ears just got blasted by the sound of like 20 dice rolling.
That's actually 50 dice.
My bad.
What?
jeez.
Okay, Paul,
You're
go on,
close to
please.
mine. Mine was 30.
That's all I had.
Okay, Huffy, would you like to talk about your stuff?
I don't really do much. There's a like kind of crappy reading of a r/no sleep story on my YouTube.
It's not crappy. It's fantastic.
It's not great.
And then obviously our wonderful, amazing host, Mauve, which I will actually you're watching Mauve's channel, so shouting them out will be a little redundant, but I do
Hey,
want
have
to
you checked
just
out me?
spotlight-
I've recently
Yeah,
been playing
I-
what we're doing right now.
I would like to shout out Mauve and how awesome they are,
Shut
and thank you for allowing me to run this game.
I'm just
on
gonna
your
mute
channel.
you.
Don't do that.
Do it.
Serve a mute, bitch. I've still got admin privileges.
Mute the DM, see what happens.
Cheers.
No, I'm glad to be back at it. It's strange having a new group, but it's nice. And I'm excited for the future of these streams and how they're all going to like tie together with the other group, because you're having the other group on your channel while they do their side of the story.
And eventually you'll both come together and it'll be a giant session where I have to manage like 10 people. It's gonna be fucking fantastic.
Yep, gonna be a nightmare.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it.
You're gonna love it. I'm gonna be sat there like,
First time I ever DM'd was for 13 people. So like,
Ooh.
yeah,
Roblox.
that was in
Oof,
high
noise.
school. That was in high school. Now I
refuse
have
to do more than 5.
I have so much experience DMing now. I'm so excited.
I'm excited for it. As for upcoming shit, I think more it's like the only horror game I'll be playing during October, which just means Anna doing Resi 5 co-op.
Yeah, and that's not exactly horror.
No, it's more cheesy. I mean, Chris punches a fucking
I'm-
boulder to death in it.
I'm definitely gonna be watching that one.
Yeah,
And Wesker says complete global saturation.
Love the cheese.
Amazing.
Yeah, so thank you all for coming, and thank you guys for playing. I will see you not next Sunday, but the Sunday after if y'all are free.
Hey, thank you for DMing.
Yeah.
Well, it was my pleasure. You've shouted me out again. And again? Why? Why
You
so many
deserve it.
times?
Accept
Do
the
not
praise.
perceive me.
Too late, you have been looked at directly.
being looked upon.
Well, look
Witnessed.
at that. You shout out again.
Crime witnessed.
Oh,
Yes.
damn.
Wow.
Bye, folks. Thank you all for
Thank
coming.
you.
Are we gonna raid? By the
I'm
way,
about to say, I'm going to put it on the ending screen while I find someone to raid.
Code's playing inscription.
Inscription.
I can put my.
Oh shit, clip an inscription. Me and Paul have been like re-hooked on that lately.
Yeah,
Fuck
Casey's
yeah.
We've
mod.
both been like
Yeah.
trying to tackle Casey's mod and wanting to die.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna raid Code.
Seriously, Casey's mod though, I keep getting like to the third map on it, and then some turn one bullshit hand gets played and I die, and I'm just like, cool, thanks for that. Ugh,
Yeah.
Oh, so it's like modern Yu-Gi-Oh now.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, modern Yu-Gi-Oh is bullshit.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's the only reason I
Oh.
haven't got back into it. Like I used to play tournament level
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh, and I just can't anymore because I've fallen behind so far that it's just like learning
Yeah.
17 new
Yes.
languages at once.
Yeah.
After a certain point, they don't need to keep making more cards.
But they're
Yeah.
gonna.
But
You
they're
know,
gonna.
the
Pretty much
fun
a
thing
card
is
that
like
puts
trying to figure out what the lore is, because like, I went on a deep dive and it was just ridiculous. Like this makes no goddamn sense, but it was fun.
100%. The cards have some weird lore. Anyway, I'm gonna send you all to code. Say hi for
Bye,
me.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.